How's it going, folks? My name is Paul Buska from the Self-Finance Process. I'm here at the 2023 Toronto Auto Show, and it's a good one. I'm surprised, though, that Ford is not here this year showcasing their vehicles. Very strange. Along with some other models from top manufacturers aren't being showcased as well. So I don't know if that's due to in transition with the electric vehicles coming out, or what's happening in that realm, but it's definitely a different type of auto show. A lot of mix with electric vehicles, gas vehicles, and the different financing options that I'm seeing are just interesting, to say the least. So average cost of bare bones family vehicles. I inquired with one manufacturer. It was about $40,000. The typical family goes through a vehicle every 5 years, so they're constantly renewing their vehicle to a newer vehicle every 5 years and starting that financing arrangement again. So $40,000 vehicle every 5 years is $200,000, is it not? So that $200,000 put into an investment at a low, say very conservative 5% interest rate, works out to about $800,000, just over $800,000 in opportunity cost. Combine that with the $200,000 that you paid for the vehicles over that time frame, over 30 years, that comes up to over $1 million. So if you've been following my channel and you've been following how this process works, maybe from other channels, you'd know that all of these payments that we traditionally send away for our car payments, they're gone. They're gone permanently to the finance companies. So this process, every payment you're making it back to your own finance system, so you end up collecting and accumulating the money to use again for your next vehicle. You go through your 5-year finance process, you end up sending all that money away, but you end up with the vehicle. This way, you end up having the vehicle at the end of your term, plus you end up with the money, plus you end up with what's grown. So at the end of the term, you can now use that new financial value that you've accumulated, and you can put it towards your next vehicle. You do that again, and now you have privy to all the money, all the payments back, plus your vehicle, plus what's grown. So it's a constant increase in financial value that you can borrow against to purchase the things that you need in life, i.e. vehicles, and also have the extra capacity with all of that interest that you're earning on each interest term, on each end of interest term. So I encourage you to look more into this process. It's how not to lose your payments, how not to lose money, how not to lose interest to third-party finance companies, but to collect it for yourself to better your family, your own financial situation. And once you're done with all the vehicles, once you're finished with these major purchases, you're going to have a very large pool of cash from which to utilize in your golden years, in your later years, your retirement. You can help your kids purchase for the down payments of their real estate or whatnot. We're always going to use finance throughout our lives. So this is a way to be able to capture that and to keep it growing for the rest of your life. So I encourage you to look into this process a little bit further. If this video is posted on my website, you can click the blue button below to schedule a time to speak with me, or you can send an email, you can send a text message, however you like to communicate, but look into it and learn a little bit more about it so you can know that the situation that you're in right now, when you're making payments, your balance is always going down. This process, your balance is always going up while you're making payments. It's a different way of thinking, a different way of doing things. A successful person once told me that you don't always have to be better, but you do have to be different in order to succeed. Thanks, folks. Bye-bye.